Hey, it's Marco Hanna from PhoneDog.com, and the Ultrabook segment is now full of selections from Lenovo, HP, Asus, Apple, and Samsung. It was the show of last year's CES, and one of the models that came from Samsung is this, the Samsung ATIV Book 7. Unlike the ATIV Book 6 we reviewed a few weeks ago, the 7 is completely built out of aluminum and has a beautiful chassis to match. It's small, it's sleek, and it's really thin. When you open the display, you're greeted by a 13.3-inch touchscreen for full 1920 by 1080 resolution and Windows 8. When you take a look underneath, you'll find Intel's Ivy Bridge processor, this one having a dual-core i5 with 4GB of RAM. So clearly, its main rival in this space is the MacBook Air. You basically have the same configuration and the same price for the entry-level model. So let's see how the ATIV Book 7 does. First of all, the ATIV Book 7 is a really dense computer. It's heavier than you expect, weighing in over 3 pounds. It's also thicker than the MacBook Air. The build quality, however, is really impressive. Nothing on this whole machine is made out of plastic other than this weird dinky cover for the SD card slots. It's a solid chunk of aluminum, and it feels very high quality. Ergonomically, there's not much that can go wrong with a laptop. It sits on your lap or your desk without tipping over. Nothing too radical there, but one fault with notebooks that have touchscreens is they wobble. There's really nothing a manufacturer can do to fix it. Vertical touchscreens on hinges are not ideal to be touchscreens. But all of that aside, the display is actually really good. It's an LED display with a full 1080p resolution, pixels are basically undetectable, and the colors are as vibrant as ever. This is a screen to indulge movies and YouTube videos. Even this amazing 4K video off a Blackmagic Cinema camera looks stunning. Actually, let's just take a look at this for a little longer. Sorry. So yes, the display is really good looking. Underneath, you'll find some pretty ordinary specs compared to the MacBook Air. It's actually almost a carbon copy. A 128GB solid-state hard drive, 4GB of RAM, and Intel's Ivy Bridge processor. It's not the Haswell chip, however. For a day-to-day machine, it will run perfectly. Windows 8 in both desktop mode and cool Windows 8 tiles and live tiles mode can run without any hiccups. You could do light gaming and light video editing, but nothing like Premiere Pro. So this is an Ultrabook, not a mega powerful, super powerful notebook like an Alienware or anything else. Battery life is about average. Samsung claims about 6 hours of battery life. I got a little over 5. Not too bad. The MacBook Air, however, is around 8 to 9 hours of real-life usage. If this notebook had the Haswell chip, you probably would expect an extra 1 to 2 hours added to that battery life. Just shows you how effective a good CPU could really be. So how does this shape up? Well, for a full retail price of $1,099, same as the MacBook Air, if it was my money, you know what I would go for. It would be the MacBook Air. But if you required Ultrabook with Windows 8, then this is a really good choice. I'd just wait until a new model of Haswell to drop sometime in 2014.